tonight, we ain't going out. So we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age. There's people here that I just met. We're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet. Try to make it last. Freedom running through us like an open. We're too high on being young and there's still to race. We've got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right
Bradley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the most exciting receivers in the NFL, two division rivals. It's Des Bryant versus Odell Beckham Jr.
With that, we're off to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we bring in the two men who will call our game, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Oh, spinning away. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Charles, for the Giants defense here, looking forward to next season, what do they need to improve and where are they solid?
I think that they'll want to continue to get better at the linebacker position. I think they want to add another pass rusher because Olivier Vernon, who was a free agent pickup in 2016, did a tremendous job coming off the edge. I thought they really shored up the interior with Damon Harrison, a defensive tackle. Landon Collins played at an MVP level on the defensive side of the ball as safety. And Janoris Jenkins became an eraser out on the corner.
Beckham, the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Giants are going to get a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says, more, more, more.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Will tie from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Third and long for Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. This will be caught at the 2. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Whitehead, the return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here we go!
Prescott now on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go!
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Cedric Thornton, the one that got him down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
This is Jennings. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Giants add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez. Injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, They're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Second down, Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing is Manning, being chased out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Manning, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught.
middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Rashawn Jennings. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Jarrell Adams, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And we've arrived at the 2-minute warning here in half number 1.
Hey. 4 down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Beckham, the lone receiver right. On 1st down, Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, it's Manning. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have control. Gold to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
We got four. We got four. Come on, let's go.
Prescott now on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start the drive with Jennings. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Manning. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Manning now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
3 down. Here we go. Check 38.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Bobby Rainey now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And this one is incomplete. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on first down is Manning. His pass caught with the 4. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Roger Lewis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start. Oftentimes, when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Throwing, Prescott, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Prescott now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there on third down. 44 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Now Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. 190. 190.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The play clock's running down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Manning now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Come on, let's go!
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
And now here's another interception. Great read, and it's picked off. And 9-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Throwing is Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Cowboys. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They go back to the air here. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's going to go down for a fourth time today, and this time the result is a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Manning. Underneath for Jennings. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He's got Cruz complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns, just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Jennings. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They come out here in the eye. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And he's got Will Tye complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Jennings taking it in. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Keenan Robinson in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Cut me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Third and long for Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
3 down. Let's go! Grind 38!
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 35. An unbelievable play there on fourth and long. 55 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
A first down throw for Prescott. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt.
Here we go!
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So no real weather issues, anything of that nature to speak of, but that's now 2 missed field goals here so far.
And not to use this as an excuse, but I will say it is a little bit different kicking outdoors than it is in a dome.
Sure.
You can fall in love with perfect footing, no breeze whatsoever. I doubt that had too big of an impact, but you never know.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Giants a first down. From midfield, here's Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and to get... And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Jennings. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they...
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They juked him. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Prescott from the gun on third. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lance Dunbar, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And careless with a football. There on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys claw one back. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. He's going to go up top again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back.
And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A second down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Jennings muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Eli to OBJ. What a combo. And really, how do you defend them when they're on their game?
Absolutely, and they're on their game in this one. That's really what this offense is predicated on, isn't it?
It really is. It's explosive plays, and it doesn't matter whether Eli throws it 3 yards or 30 yards. OBJ can provide that. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Manning looking to throw it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Manning looking to throw on 3rd. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.